Yeah, good afternoon, guys. I'm really sorry that I came a little bit late. I just went to work. I thought I was going to come a little bit early, but the traffic on the way didn't make me to get home on time. Please, sorry, guys. Let's just kick off a little bit. Let's start with the music while we wait for others to come in. The ancient city is calling. Please just press the share button. Sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers of labor and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new and nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written, how our kings have endured in all times. Our people, culture, and unity, our hearts before the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies forever be. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and Usarime Wisdom, God bless you. Brother Paul, God bless you. Brother Samoyi, I greet you, sir. Please let's just share, let's share. Happy Smith, you're welcome, sir. Please let's share. Let's just share this word of freedom. Let's share this word of freedom. Let's share this word of freedom. Brother Paul, I greet you. Okay, favor. God bless you. Prince Richard, God bless you. Omabelo, I greet you. Ayo Itota, I greet you, sir. Brad Kelly Treasure, I greet you. Malisa Ebiru, I greet you. God bless you. Grace, I greet you, ma. You're welcome, ma. God bless you. I appreciate you, ma. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know, this is my favorite song. My brother, Diamata Jeff, I greet you. Sunday, I greet you. Lucky, I greet you, sir. Favor Ego Osake, I greet you. Mercy, I greet you, ma. Efosa Sophia, I greet you, ma. Sebastian, I greet you. God bless you, sir. Unless I greet you, God bless you. Brother Prince, I greet you. Those Summer Gladys, I greet you. God bless you. My sister Joy, I greet you. Friday King, I greet you, sir. Dick, you are welcome. Brother David, you welcome also. Honorable Philip, I greet you.
If you collect and you go down,
Oh, Saza, I greet you, sir.
Who are the final saying that the election as the final say? Who are the final saying that the election as the final say? The people say now Obaseki the one. Karibu metuna karibu.
Fred, I greet you, sir. Let's share the word of freedom. Just be sharing it. Eric Okuruwa, I greet you. Desmond, you're welcome. Just be sharing. Just be sharing. Let's invite them down. We must pepper them with the truth. Ever Sylvester, I greet you. Y'all be sharing. Let's share it. Brother Igiata Sunday, I greet you. Area more, I greet you. Imano, I greet you, sir. Ken, I greet you. Hello, Sir Francis. You're welcome, sir. Oh, Sarah, I greet you. Free Makisley. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today to announce to you that Obaseki is a go-getter. Obaseki is a very focused and articulate governor. He talk less, he act more. You see, all this why, I think there is one of this EPM member here, one David here, is saying the refinery does not belong to Obaseki, does not belong to Edo State government. Okay, assuming the refinery does not belong to Edo State government, but the refinery was actually built in Edo State during the regime of Governor Enoregase Obaseki. That is already a kudos to him. That is a plus to his administration. Assuming Edo State does not even have a kobo in the refinery. First, they said there was no refinery. It was just an MOU. They call it audio refinery. For days, I come out here to explain to them. They said it is an audio refinery. Today, they are now saying it is no more Edo State refinery. It is the federal refinery. I'm going to explain that. I'm going to explain that to them today. I only try to explain to them. Since they want to remain, backward, we will try to help them to understand that we are now in another realm of governance. Now, I want to take an example of a school. If you build a school today, and you want to now accredit the school, okay? You want to do accreditation of your school, the government will come in. The government will come in to your school. Now, when the government comes in, what do? They come to check if your school is actually of standard that they required for you or for that school to be accredited as a primary 6 center, as a JSS3 center, or as a WAEC center. Also, they also come and check if you want to start it afresh. They'll come and check if the school is also enough for them to now accredit a school as a school. That is called certification. If you read what they said they have come to certify if the modular refinery is actually to the capacity or that quality, the quality capacity that they expect from the state government. Like we said from the beginning, we never said that the Edo State government owned the refinery 100%. If you watch in one of my videos, I said it was a PPP, public-private partnership, which I said that the Edo State government has a certain amount of money and the land that they gave to the refinery and a certain amount of money as a kick-off. Just the way they deal with Oshomo power plant, just the way they deal with the power plant in Edo North. That is how a PPP works. The public-private partnership. That is how it works. So if you don't understand what it is, what a memorandum of understanding is, what people call MOU, then I am really, really sorry. Okay, let me read directly before I continue. I want to read directly what was said in this very particular news. FG's delegation inspects Edo MOdular refinery, certifies mechanical work 95% ready. The federal government has said that the Edo MOdular refinery project, which is 95% mechanical work completed in Olobo, Ikpoba Okha local government area of Edo State, will on completion attract more investment in modular refineries in Nigeria, generate employment, and reduce youth restiveness in the Niger Delta. That is the introduction. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Niger Delta Affairs, Mr. Edobo Iyamu, who spoke during an inspection visit to the refinery, commended, underlined, commended the Edo State government for ensuring that the modular refinery comes on stream. Commended that the modular refinery comes on stream. Paragraph 3. It said the establishment of the refinery in the state is in line. Here again, the establishment of the refinery in the state is in line with the new vision of the Niger Delta, ensuring that the people benefit maximally from the wealth in the region. Iyamu added that the project is aimed at promoting the establishment of modular refinery projects in the area to attract investment into the oil and gas sector. Chairman, Edo Refinery and Petrochemical Company, Mr. Michael Osime, represented by the company global advisor, France Ojielu, said the company is being supported. The company is being supported by Edo State government with a whopping 700 million project support fund. 700 million project support fund. I repeat, 700 million project support fund. He said the 6,000 barrel per day plant also has a fabrication yard to boost local capacity, to produce materials, and provide a robust support for establishment of more modular refinery. Osime added that discussions are ongoing with Ambrose Ali University, again, Ambrose Ali University, to assist in training Nigerians for the oil and gas industry. According to him, in 2016, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, embarked on the tour of the region where he met with key stakeholders to deliberate on issues on providing the socio-economic well-being of the people of Niger Delta region, which is in line with the 6-point agenda of Mr. President. This is one of the products of the tour. Now, having read that, there you saw where the chairman of the Edo Refinery and Petrochemical Company said that Obaseki gave them 700 million naira as a startup. Let me point categorically clear that the refinery does not belong to the federal government. It has nothing to do with the federal government. That every refinery, or there are some projects that when they are being done, the government, the federal government must come to ascertain if it gets the standard quality that is needed for such a project. That's the one I started. I tried to start by schools, people that have private schools. So that is what is being done. People that have private universities, for your school or for university to be accredited by the government, they need to come there and ascertain if actually it is being built or the equipment have been there according to their standard. So when they begin to tell you and I that the refinery does not belong to Edo State, it's another way again of their propaganda. They said Oshomole did a video few days ago. Hear this, brothers. Hear this. Let me look for this video and play for you. Oshomole said it few days ago. Just few days ago, Oshomole played when he went to see Buhari few days ago. Oshomole said this.
To provide security for their rally. The issue is simple. In your ward, and we have 192 wards, we go out to ask them just one question. Have you seen government presence in this ward since 4 years ago when I left? And the answer is no. Because the current governor spent all his time on memorandum of understanding for refinery, which remains in memorandum, is not on ground.
Hear that now? Memorandum of understanding on refineries, which remains a memorandum not on ground few days ago. Today or yesterday, Mr. Iyamu came to do inspection on the same MOU that is not on ground in Edo State. Please, guys, these people, they are good at lying. They are good at propagandas. They are good at fabrication of stories. And they are also good at being volatile. All they do is to deceive the innocent Edo people with their lies. Few days ago, the APC Izeyamu-led EPM, we are celebrating this news that I just played to you now by Oshomole. Few days ago. Today, they have turned around to say the refinery is no more that of Obaseki or Edo State government. It belongs to the federal government. Assuming, again, with all doubts being put aside, that the refinery belongs to the federal government. Now, during the news or I just read now, they said the first is going to create job. Where? Where is he going to create a job? In Edo State. In Edo State. Queen Abokbola, you are gone. Since you people cannot stand to hear the truth, you are gone. Okay? Where? In Edo State. The jobs will be created in Edo State, assuming the refinery belongs to the federal government. Now, if you go to NNPC today, for example, in Warri, most of the lower cadre of employers in NNPC are within the Warri geopolitical zone or geographical zone. I mean, the cleaners, the servants, lower cadres, they are all people within the Delta State zone. So, if Obaseki does not even own or have nothing to do with this refinery, but he had actually been able to bring in such an investment through his MOU into Edo State, or he had been able to convince the Edo State government, the federal government, assuming it is owned by federal government, to bring in such a refinery into the state. That is a plus to the Edo people. Now, if they are not counting Warri, Port Harcourt, and the Kaduna State, they will count Edo as one of the states that actually has a refinery as of today. They also said that from there, they're also working now with AAU and Boston University, which is a state-owned university. Why will they go to a state university where we actually have the University of Benin, which is a federal university in Edo State? To liaise with the Edo State government by going to AAU to not train the people that will be working in the refinery. Number 3, in that state, they also have a session of fabrication that they want to make sure that they do everything that they're going to use in repairing and fixing the refinery right there in Edo State. Most of our brothers are welders, the artisans are going to come up today having a job all in the courtesy of the refinery being built in Edo State. If Obaseki had nothing to do with the refinery, who owns the land? The land belongs to Edo State, not the federal government. So it means Obaseki actually gave the land to the federal government to build the refinery in Edo State. It means Obaseki was involved in the negotiation of the refinery in Edo State. So, if assuming he had nothing, Obaseki did not bring 1 naira of the Edo State money into the refinery, but he actually helps in facilitating the refinery being brought down to Edo State. It's as simple as that. So I don't know why sometimes we try to bend the whole thing. Let's remove the fact that Obaseki had nothing to do with the refinery. The job that will be created is going to be in the state. Why did the federal government not bring the refinery during Oshomole 8 years as a governor? That is the difference. What this Canada University that was not turned to university by Oshomole, it is now a federal university of education. Oshomole turned to a state university. Obaseki also went further to the federal government to say no. We also need a federal university in Edo State, a federal university of education in Edo State, and I already had a land for you. I already have structures on ground. Please. The Tayo Akpatas University in Ekeadolo, which will commence very soon by October this year. That university is not being built by the state government, no, but it was being facilitated by the Edo State government. Thank you, sir. No, I'm just trying to say, assuming we are not involved. I'm just trying to make them to understand something, assuming Obaseki had nothing to do with the whole thing. So I just try to explain to them the where Obaseki came in. When we talk about job creation, this is what we call job creation. An ability to provide an enabling environment for the private public companies to come together and partner in creating jobs. That is the work of a government. And that is what Obaseki is doing perfectly well. That is just the truth of the matter there. So when they come here and say, oh, Obaseki is not the owner, Obaseki is this. Come on, guys. He had done well. When the job is not being created, when the jobs are not being created in Edo State, Artisans, those people that are going to do the wedding, they're going to do the fabrication and all. They are going to be all from Edo State. All of them will be from Edo State. They're not going to take somebody from the north or from somewhere else to come and do those jobs. All are going to be from Edo State. That is job creation. We must understand between what is employment and job creation. This man is doing, we have the Osogbo power plant. They're going to employ about 2,000 people. We now have the MOdular refinery. They're going to employ direct employment of the MOdular refinery, about 2,000 people. Forget about the indirect. Forget about the indirect. The direct now, these two sectors that this man just brought to Edo will give us a minimum of 4,000 employees. Which is, we are talking about the first set, not the cleaners. We're talking about the cleaners. We're talking about we're talking about the cleaners, the messengers, and all the drivers and all. These ones are not being counted now. We're talking about the major people that are going to be in operation. They're going to do the job. It's 2,000 people. And each of these are going to have a messenger in his office. Somebody's going to have a clerk. Somebody's going to have a secretary and whatever. At the end of the day, they're going to come in together. We are talking about 8,000 to 10,000 jobs that will be created by these refineries and the Osogbo power plant. That is the work of an MOU. So if you call my governor an MOU governor, I am happy to tell you is actually an MOU governor. You guys, APC, not APC now, but Oshomole lies so in front. Look at the video that he went around the world. Oshomole only campaigned for less than 5 days. He was going from local government to local government. He was going from local government to local government. It could, man, come on. These guys are so sometimes, I just like, oh, may God help us, okay, to be able. Now, let me tell you some story before I tell you. I'm going to list out some of the job Obaseki I've done. I might not be able to do it today. I'm going to list out some of them today to you. I'm going to call the area. You can go there and do verification. That's why my own, when I said it the other day, they said, where is the refinery? If you remember, this week, where is the refinery? Where is it? And I go there. I told them, go there and see. So, they're going to look at it carefully. During the Oshomole time, as a governor in Edo State, the popular airport road that Oshomole did, was 8-kilometer road. 8-kilometer road. And that road was done for the sum of 8 billion naira. 8 billion naira. 8 billion. 8 billion. An 8-kilometer road. That shows every kilometer of that road cost Edo State government a whopping sum of 1 billion naira. That is the most expensive construction that we have ever seen in the whole world, not only in Africa, in the entire world. The more praised airport road. And do you know that the NDDC contracts on road construction is between 75 to 125 million naira per kilometer. The NDDC construction on roads in Delta State, in Rivers, in Akwa Ibom, is between 75 to 125 million naira per kilometer. Edo is a flat land without no water law. Oshomole did a road for 1 billion naira per kilometer. Number two, I don't know if you know the Ekenwan Siloko Road. No, Ring Road to Siloko Road. The Ring Road to Siloko Road, which is about 3.2 kilometer stretch, was done at the cost of 2.8 billion naira in the Shomole stand. Ring Road to Siloko Road was done at the cost of 2.8 billion naira. And if you divide 2.8 by 3.2, it means that road actually cost 875 million naira per kilometer. $875 million naira per kilometer. Within Ring Road area, within Ring Road, Shomole planted flower. These are facts. For a whopping sum of 900 million to plant flower. 900 million to plant flowers. Yes, Oshomole worked. But if you have to put together the cost of Oshomole's job with what he did, you will know that Oshomole actually scraped the head of the Edo people. Scraped the head of the Edo people. When Oshomole was coming in, he did the airport road to a certain extension to Obazu. Okay? And Obaseki picked up the airport road from there through Iriri down to Saple bypass. At the cost, and that road is twice the length of the one Oshomole did. Yeah, Oshomole was a double lane. Obaseki was 2 lanes. Oshomole was 3 lanes. Obaseki was 2 lanes. But he did it at divided by 3 of what Oshomole used in tying half of what Obaseki tied. Listen, guys, I'm not here to praise anyone, but I'm here to give you facts and figures. Oshomole so much borrowed money. That fountain that at Ring Road, Oshomole spent half a billion on that fountain. How much does it cost to buy shiny lights? How much does it cost to buy a Christmas light? It cost $500 million. $500 million to put that shiny at Ring Road. Richard, I've already explained the difference between why there is a walkway. Sometimes you should go back to my video and listen to my video. It helps you guys to understand. I tell you, the trunk A, trunk B, trunk C road. You guys don't even understand anything at all. These APN guys are so sometimes. Let me forget about you guys. Then Ekenwa Siloko Road, which is about 2.5 kilometers thereabouts, was done at a cost of 2 billion. $2 billion by Oshomole. And this same contract Testraco is the contractor that have been working for Shomole. It is the same Testraco that is still working for Obaseki today. The same job that they were doing for a minimum of 600 million per kilometer is now being done today for 125 to 150 million naira per kilometer. The same company. The same company. The same company. You can go and do verification. The company has not changed. The company that Oshomole brought is still the same company that is still working today. They're still working today in Edo State. The same company. But the price fell, nearly divided by 8 or divided by 10. From 1 billion to 125 million per kilometer. Oshomole renovated Idia College. It did not build. Hear me now. Oshomole renovated Idia College for 500 million naira. Oshomole renovated Idia College for a whopping sum of 500 million naira to renovate Idia College. How much does it cost to build Idia College from scratch? How much does it cost to build Idia College from scratch? How much does it cost? Do you know that 500 million that Oshomole used in renovating Idia College alone can renovate 30 schools? 30 schools in Edo State. Now, let me tell you some story about the Uronibe Road that Oshomole is using now. The Uronibe Road that Oshomole is using now to brag. Let me explain something to you guys. Now, when Oshomole was about to do that Uronibe Road, he actually, published it for people to come in and what is it called? And bid for it. The highest bidder, hear this, the highest bidder for that very particular road, the highest bidder for that very particular road was around 4.8 billion naira. The highest bidder for that particular road was at a cost of 4.8 billion naira. Oshomole refused to give it to that person. Oshomole road. These are facts. You go and check. I wanted that same road for a whopping sum of 8 billion naira. For a whopping sum of 8 billion naira. Okay? Now, you know that, like I said before, the cost of renovating a school by Oshomole. Do you know that Oshomole actually made chairs, woody chairs, for schools in Benin for over now close to 1 billion naira? Chairs that are even that are substandard for over 1 billion naira. Somebody talk about the street light. The street light was a scam by Oshomole. Oshomole's girlfriend was actually the one that was supplying the deals that powered the generator of those street lights. And Obaseki saw that as a waste of financial resources and decided to abandon it. You don't embark on a project that is not sustainable. I've said it before. That's what we make mistake. You don't talk about a project that you cannot finish. He said that project does not worth the amount that is being spent on it. So that is why he had to embark on the Osomo power plant, so that we can get light and power these things on our own, rather than going to buy generator and buy diesels that worth millions upon millions of naira every month. Okay? Now, during the Shomole time, Shomole was buying Prado Jeeps. Anyone that is doing birthday, he buy them Prado Jeep. His girlfriend that is doing birthday, he buy them Prado Jeep. And at the time Shomole was in government, the cost of one Prado Jeep, government cost, is around 18 million naira per Jeep. And in Osomole 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, by my source, in Osomole 8 years of government, Osomole actually bought over 200 Prado Jeeps that he gave to his cronies. So multiply 200 by 18 million. And know how much actually that was wasted from Edo State money. So when people comes out here to start saying, what has Obaseki done? We have shown you one, we've shown you two, that everybody within and outside the country can see for themselves. You guys are still saying he had done nothing. Fine and good. If that is what you believe, let us see also I'm coming, please. I put up a lot of jobs that Obaseki had done somewhere in my pad. Let me try to get them out because I love preparing them with the truth. Okay, that he has done. These are the fact some projects he had done. I may not even be able to finish them, but I will try. I've talked about the dope job. That is part of what is happening today. That is what is happening today. We have heard of a dope job, how it works. So I'm not going to talk about that. Number two, I talk about the Edo best. I've said that many times. Which even the Lagos State governor copied. Post-primary education board teachers, disciplinary council. Before now, people don't come to school. Today, Obaseki has now made education to be the theme of the community. Where you are, the school that is there, they now appoint teachers, appoint people around the community to now help take care of the school and also discipline the teachers when they are acting otherwise. We talk about the civil service reform, which we all know. Now, under the civil service reform, we now have the proper payment of teacher's salary. That is an achievement, which Shomole never could not do in 8 years. Obtaining a group life insurance, I talked about this before. I've talked about that before. Disbursement of monies to families of deceased civil servants, which was never there. Listen, you guys don't know why some of us support Obaseki. You don't know. The reason why we support him because what we see is what is happening in the Western world. I have a life insurance. I have a life insurance. God forbid anything happens to me tomorrow. My family will not suffer from the very day that I lost my life. Why is I am still on active service? That is an achievement. So basically, think of the future, not just now. So there's an insurance that was being made to help. Okay, now we have to talk about the pensioners. We know that one. We're not supposed to talk about that one again. The pensioners, they are so happy of what Obaseki is doing. Since Obaseki came in, there is no more black and red. To understand, they were even calling the pensioners Ayelala people because they were only coming out on Thursdays with the red to come and demonstrate in Ring Road. Many of them died in Ring Road. But Obaseki time, no pensioner on the street of Benin anymore. You don't call that an achievement, so I don't know what you're going to call an achievement. It is better you have a street light, and our parents are dying, or our parents get money. Payment of pensioner arrears, civil service infrastructure. We know that one. We all know the secretariat. I believe the one that says the secretariat, you know, Obaseki doing. I mean, secretariat of federal government work. Maybe secretariat is a federal government property also. Okay. He built the secretariat. It turned to small London. Okay. He now also did what we call construction of civil service training school. Civil service training school. Where civil servants will be trained on the modern way of discharging their duties as a worker. That is fantastic. Obaseki is not only building infrastructure, it's also building institutions. And Obaseki is also building the people. Not like Oshomole, who we are building schools, doing irregular revolution without no proper institution on ground to keep the school or whatever he was doing to continue. Basically, also setting up for civil servants. You see, the guy, come on, this guy is something different. It's something different. He always think of these people after retirement, or if something bad happens to them. Do you know before, if you fell sick while in service, they will retrench you and you go and die at home suffering. Today, if you fall sick while in service, you will begin to get money from the insurance company until you die. If you can come back to work. Many people fell sick, they spend 1 year outside the work. The government stopped paying them. Many of them died because they could not meet up with the financial responsibility that was involved in taking care of their health. Today, they have an insurance that will pay the bills while they are still in the hospital. The first man to build the judges' quarter in Edo State is Governor Obaseki. Somebody could not do it for 8 years. For 8 years, Kushumele could not do one. He built the judges' quarter today in Edo State. Obaseki also renovated the entire High Court complex, which is also inside the Secretariat. Go and see it. These are photos. the High Court was renovated by Obaseki. Do you know that the High Court they have is elevator as an elevator that does not use the light? Whether there is light or no light, the elevator in the High Court and also in the Secretariat works whether there is light or no light. So you don't get stranded on the elevator because the NEPA took the light. That is a man that has innovation. He renovated the entire High Court complex in Edo State. Obaseki also began the building of Tayo Akpata University, Abudu campus. I'm telling you places. Abudu campus. Basic education. Because he knew that the best place, the best place is the foundation of any child. That is why he's so much concerned about the primary education. Because the time we went to school, when we were in primary 2, you already start reading and writing. So that follows you all the way to your secondary school, to your university. But today, most primary 6 cannot even spell their names. That was why one went to school, went to Kaduna in 1985, and returned back in 1982. Retrogressive brains. Obaseki has constructed so very many roads during his administration. Some are ongoing, while others have been constructed and completed. Igwebe Evoini Road. Igwebe Evoini Ewato. Igwebe Evoini Road. Igwebe Evoini Ewato. Ohusan Road with a bridge, which Obaseki just that when he went to Isana, he commissioned a road. Edo Central Road, Old Abba Road, Ubegun, Ekmo, Ubiaja Road, Ango 80, Elishi, Evoini Uselu Junction, Okaibo, Okpoji, Ubegun Road, Akia Runabout, Niyele construction of Olele Street, Aguare Irua, construction of Erevele Street, Aguare Irua. These are all jobs that was done in Edo Central by Obaseki. Then there's a road that's been also going now today. As of 2018, it was already 80% to completion. Yeah, I'm coming there. That one at last. Because I need to analyze technical college because I love that part. Fidelis, I love that part of technical college. The Idu Mebo, Ihu Mudumu, Royal Market Road, TV Road, realization of TV Road, Ekenwa Road, Giwamu Street, Oko Central, Gapiano Road, Jamide, Akenbare Road, First Ubo, Second Ubo, Etete, Gwabadia Road, Ikbokman Road, Omaruji, Slot 2, Uzeba, Okuje, Akabo. Connection of Protestant, the bridge there at Unibe. We know there was a lot of people who were being killed. Students were being killed. There was always a fight between the student and the military at the CEO. Obaseki went and constructed that Protestant bridge on that place to reduce the debt of students at Unibe. There's also Sabogida Ora Bridge washout. Sabogida Ora, Uzeba, Info Road was reconstructed again, rehabilitated by Governor Obaseki. We are not the road that is doing today in Saboba Aziz, which is also 90% completion. We talk about the Benin Township Road, Edebiri Erowa Street, College Road, Osuma Goswin Street, Ere Diawa Street off Ekonwa Road, Oziembe Emata off Urubi Road, Asoro Ebe Sama Arosa Street, Nekme Road. Okay? Construction of High Court Internal Road, James Swart, Idahosa Street, Recon and what's it called? Construction of Median Barrier at Oka Market, Upper Sababa Road, Rehab of Benin Township Road, Slot 4, Country Home Road, secondly B-Way, Oba Eweka, Obe Otua, Obe Oni, Aora, Ugyayuba Road, Ogwanobe Road, Alaka Street, Ivein Street, Ahiyayo, Aibeka Avenue, Izeyamu Street. Izeyamu Street was constructed by Obaseki. The road to his house was constructed by Obaseki. Agemowe Commercial Avenue, Akezon Way, and others. Eriri, Aroba, Oba Zabon, Oba Gienemo Evosa, Ogege Road, with Posto Enoge Palace, and Obeka Community. All this one was handled by Chetako. He also did some repairs, emergency repairs on Evobanosa, Oza Ibanke Road. Bridge and face station along the road was also done. Bini Akure Road was also done by Uere Village. Emergency repair of Akpombe Bridge along Bini Ugobazuwa Okada Obese Road. Then the last of it all is the Benin Technical College. Kabaka House, Ubo Amamba Road was constructed by Obaseki. The last of it is the Benin Technical College, which has transformed the vocational studies in Edo State. Somebody will not tell me that Obaseki had not worked. Why did Izeyemu not tie his own road to his own house or the road to his farm? My brother, I'm not tired, not rest. I could not name them, so I'm tired. Obaseki has constructed over 270 roads. Over 270 roads have been constructed by Obaseki. In 3 years, not 4 years. Because since March, the entire world have been locked down. Without not borrowing money. That's the most important part of it. Without not borrowing money. Without not borrowing a kobo to do this job. Shobole time, he borrowed the whole world. PZ, thank you, sir. God bless you. Man, I remember PZ. To be Tony Kabaka Hotel Road. PZ. Today, my friends who have house in PZ, they are happy now. They are happy because These guys have done good work for them. These APC people, they are just propagandists. They are liars. All they want is just to destroy the state with their cohorts, Oshobole. They don't care about you. They don't care about anyone. They just care about themselves. They are greedy. They are selfish. They are just self-centered. That is all. Anyone who sees what we are seeing, this is visible to the eyes. Yesterday, they said there was no refinery in Edo State, that it was audio refinery. Audio. Today, when the refinery has not been shown to them, they now said it is no more audio. The refinery now belongs to the federal government. Haba! Make una dey fear God. Make una dey fear God. I use God beg una. Make una dey fear God. Pastor, Malam, Alhaji. Make una dey fear God. You guys should wanna fear God small. This whole thing I said now, I have not read. I didn't speak in French. Oh, I don't speak for French. Or did I speak in I spoke in English. So you can go to this area, play this video again, and do verification. If you remember a few days ago, I told someone that go to Olobo, go and see the refinery there. The person said there's no refinery. Yeah, in this show. My last show, he said, go to Olobo. The refinery, they said there is no refinery anywhere. But today, they're not saying the refinery does not belong to a state government. Abba. Make una try. Make una dey fear God small. At least small. But you try fear God. Like I said, you can support whoever you want to support. But there are things that are there that you cannot take away from what he had done. See, look at now. Uboko Road was done by Obaseki. Not talk of the schools that Obaseki is building. There are many things that the guy is doing that we don't even know. Because the guy do not just talk. All he does is he believes, do your work and go. He's employed to work, not to come and start jumping around like monkey. Let me tell Oshomole something. You can't rig this election. This election can't be rigged. I promise you. The Edos have made up their minds to make sure that their vote counts. This is the first time in the history of politics in Nigeria that campaign took a different dimension. In every local government in Edo State today, people are campaigning for Obaseki, even when Obaseki is not on ground. It has never happened before. This is a new dimension. This is a new thing happening in Edo State. And every other state are already picking up to continue from where Obaseki would have left it. So we must support the movement of Edo forward. Not trying for whatsoever reason to hold back because of personal interests and personal sentiments. Richard, go and watch my last video. I explained the Keselov matter. I don't want to repeat it again. Go watch my last video. Is on my last video. I explained the Keselov issue on my last video. I've explained that about very particular thing. I've explained it to you. What happened there at the Keselov? I've already explained that. Go and watch that video. You're going to get a fact there. Listen, guys. Listen, APC guys. Let me advise you a little bit how to play online politics or how to play politics. You see now, I do my findings. I do my findings. I do my findings before coming out. So when you are talking, try to do your findings. Now, let me just talk about the nursing school. State nursing school. Let me talk about that a little bit before I go. Because they have been bringing that in. The state nursing. Oh, Baba. Oh, logo. Now, people, if you go to state nursing, I don't know if you have seen the state nursing school. It's like the place is so dilapidated that even chickens cannot school in such a place. In the developed world, there are some places of learning. If it is not according to what is required, it will be shut down. It will be shut down. That is the fact. When you say it's shut down, you need to ask, is that place actually good? Or does it have the standard for the nurses to be trained in such an environment? We play politics with everything, even when it does not work. Look at this Abudu. The one that Obaseki just built, the old one and the new one came together. You see the way the old one was. It was like where they are raising goats and chickens. And that is where people were studying to become teachers. How will somebody study in such an environment? When the place is not even conducive for an animal to live in. The first thing a reasonable man would do is to close down the place for two reasons. For security reason and for the health and the welfare of those that are being taught in such an environment. We live abroad. We act as if we still live in the village. Why do government sometimes, in particular in Lagos, why do government sometimes ask the landlord to evacuate the tenants from the house? Because the house is no more conducive for inhabiting. Yeah. Why do government sometimes destroy houses in Edo State? I mean, in Lagos State. Why? Because they find that the house, if you don't destroy it, the house might collapse on the people. When the governor came in as an intellectual, as a technocrat, a man who understands what education is all about, because Oshomole never went to school. Governor Wike said Oshomole had a trade test certificate. He had a trade test certificate. he had a trade test certificate. So if you understand what school is all about, you will know that there are some things you need to put down in order for you to do it over again, to have a proper start off. So please, guys, you might hate Obaseki. I don't care. But you cannot take away the smartness, the intelligence of Obaseki. Obaseki and Shomole cannot be compared in any area. When Shomole was still sewing Abriba, patching clothes, Obaseki was already a university graduate in US studying. When Shomole was still making 18,000 naira monthly pay, Obaseki was already a billionaire in naira and a millionaire in dollars. So you can't compare. You don't be saying Obaseki. No, you can't compare both of them. They are two different categories of people. They are not comparable. When someone was trying to make friends, Obaseki is already moving with the mighty in the society. Just like Dangote, like Adenuga, like Otedolas, like the Hebrews. These are people that Obaseki rolls with. So they are not on the same category. Obaseki talk less. Is a man that takes time to react to issues. We must trust people to see what we are seeing, what some of us are seeing. Obaseki is the answer. As of now, he is the answer. He has done well. Today we now have Edo Light. Today we now have Edo Refinery. Only in 3 years. That must be commended. That must be commended. If you're not commended, Obaseki remove Aberu come for road. But listen, my brother. You know I do some of them here so that they to hear the truth. So these people that are here today are actually the Aberus that were actually making money on us. That's the one that was actually making money on us. So the whole issue today is you see them angry because that free money is no more there. Basically has locked it up. If you live in Europe, you supported them. How many of you get free money in Europe? Raise up your hand. You get free money. How many of you get free money in Europe? You get free money. Nobody get free money in Europe. You work for your money. You work for your money. You work for every penny you make in Europe, you work for it, except you are a scammer, an internet fraudster, or you are a drug baron, or you be Mama Yash. You must do a legit work to make money. That is what we are talking about today. That's what we want everyone in Edo State to begin to work for their hard-earned money. Don't just sit somewhere and say, I support Obaseki, so therefore he must give me a contract for me to do road. You want to become a billionaire overnight because you supported the government into power. Where is the money coming from? Where is the money coming from? The money that's supposed to be used in developing the state is not being taken by you guys. Richard, if you live in abroad, who even know whether you say whether na Regina you do? Whether na Regina you do? When you talk about audio wife, who know whether na Regina you even do for Europe? Bro, I beg, make we leave today on. Today on don't finish. Obaseki is a go. The guy they pepper them. Before they will show me, well, you know, say Obaseki has a way of doing Oshomole. Let me say this. Do you know that anytime Oshomole make a move, Obaseki destroy the move. I'm going to explain. When Oshomole said, Oshomole plotted, you know, to remove Obaseki from through what's it called? Through screening. That same day, few days later, when Obaseki resigned, Oshomole was fired from government. Now Oshomole came out again yesterday and said Obaseki had done before he said Obaseki had done nothing. The Obaseki came out with the picture of the MOdular refinery. It was on the internet. They started saying they're all lies, that it's a fabricated photos. The Oshomole went again to the president and said the president that Obaseki has done nothing. But the Obaseki now ordered the federal government to come and see what he's doing. Obaseki has Oshomole's remote control. I'm telling you, Obaseki people Oshomole the way we want. People Oshomole the way we want. They do a ping pong. Anytime when he move, Oshomole move. Obaseki is there to counter it for him. That is a man that has intelligence. He speaks less. But when he hurts, only one hurting, he will destroy all that Oshomole has said. Today, other governor will be laughing at Oshomole. Say, but you said the man not do anything. Say that refinery na MOU. Today, the refinery is no more MOU. They're not saying it belongs to the federal government. My guys, I bet we not do well today. We not do well. God bless you now. Make we leave these people. If we come to them, they follow the talk, and we know we talk and finish. Let's just leave them. We not do well. I want to appreciate you guys. Daddy K, I greet you. Aisosa Odion, Grace Obama, Eddie Edobo, Charlie Happy, More Points, Odinkia, I greet you. Steven, I greet you, sir. Yvonne Difference, I greet you. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. I appreciate you. Bello G, OG, I greet you. Richard, I greet you too. Beauty Lady, I greet you. Chato San, I greet you. Jeffless, I greet you. Uyi, the Prince, I greet you. Egosa Francis, I greet you. Daniel Obasuyi, I greet you. Lucky, I greet you. Joyce, I greet you. Good luck, I greet you, sir. Mercy, I greet you. Isokan, I greet you. Grace Amor, I salute you. Evans, I greet you. Egosa ID, I greet you. Jolly, I salute you, sir. Favor, I greet you. Wellington, Osayi, Ajwe salute. Gladys Bobby, I greet you. Fidelis, I greet you, sir. Eric, I greet you, I greet you. Grace, Walker, I greet you. Obama Grace, I salute you. Sergeant Rufus, I greet you, sir. Thompson, I greet you. Let's just share this post. Leo, God bless you. God bless you, sir. Let's share this post. Let us hear the word. The word of freedom. They must hear the word of freedom. Francis, I greet you.